Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Mike 51. It's our field. It's our field.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Hey, Mike. We're going to sign. 51. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Darnold on first down. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Now it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And 12.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Ready? 57. Check. Out. Play. Whip.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
54 miles. Who that? Check it backer, check the backer. Check, crunch.
On 2nd down, Michelle. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 53. I'm trying to collect. Big ass.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Henry Anderson there on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch out. Check 31.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New England.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Quentin Williams in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 1st down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Quentin Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He's to the 10 and all the way down to the 5. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends.
Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
17 yards. That's another Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. This is Bell. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins now gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well for the defensive guy.
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Darnold. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Cousins on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Yellow. Hey, two.
Throwing, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
To throw is Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day. Man, 80.
On first down, it's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Cousins now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Bell sheds him off. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third-quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the... Third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Bell. Evades the tackler, and now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And it's Michel once again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. They'll set up to throw.
And after that,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
53's a mark. 53. Check 53.
Now back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built up that lead at intermission. And they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now. And all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays. And right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Mike 53. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On the ground, Michelle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for New England. 46 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Bell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36, 36. Young lady.
They'll run it with Bell. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll run on first down with Cannon, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here goes Hunt. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Here's Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The kick by Bryant is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Marcus May with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A gain of 2.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Here goes Hunt. Mike 51. No chance. It's Hunt.
Now this is Crowder on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go, son. 51 to Mike. All day, baby. All day. All day. All day. It's Hunt.
The Jets with victory seemingly in hand. They take the knee.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville